I've got to mention Veronica Rankin, who we're inducting posthumously tonight. Give her a round of applause. She's here in spirit. Veronica is Karen's sister. She played tenor sax, which is perfect for a Salvation Army band. But how did she get involved with you, Desperados? How did that happen?
Well, she was the boss at the beginning. So when we went to the pearly gates, we had to leave our sins behind. And sort of, which is actually true, you know. So she sort of believed in us, defended us, supported us, and I reckon that's why we still have what we have today.
She was a talent, wasn't she?
She played flute, saxophone, clarinet, and she played piano.
And trombone, which is about this big. And she'd go boom, 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 and she got to back up with her clarinet. And we had, and the oldest one would have been about 9, 10, 12. But I mean, we were really tight once I'm not saying I would, but once we got the timing right and all of it, like I said, we were kicking ass in the Salvation Centre.
The money was going into the tin, I can tell you. Now, the other thing about the movie, we'll get off the movie in a second, but even though you were so young at the time, and it was your first film, you all seemed comfortable in front of the camera. Were you nervous when you were doing this, or it just appears as though you were made for this movie? Were you nervous?
Well, I'll tell you the truth, we didn't know what we were doing. Can you do this? Yeah. Like what? Oh, you finished next? All of a sudden, we're teenagers and, we got put on front of this camera and off we went and, well, I guess...
It was excellent.
It happened.
Someone just yelled out it was excellent. Now, the soundtrack album from that movie, it's a landmark album because it's the first contemporary Aboriginal rock reggae album. So you guys really are pioneers, and that's why you're here tonight. Pioneers of this stuff. The movie won a number of awards, including the jury prize at the 1981 Australian Film Institute Awards. And now, let's move forward. 1982, you supported Peter Tosh on his Australian tour. It just gets better, doesn't it?
Yeah. It was one of the most toughest dude I've ever met. But when he was on stage, just sung up. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So, I know Bob Marley obviously, though. So was Peter Tosh a hero of yours at this stage?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because like I said, he was a tough dude. He actually been through the ropes. But actually when he performed, you just go, wow. And that, what is it, tough? Yeah, but there's a bit of magic there too.
Okay, let's look at 1984. You toured England for 3 months. Did that come about because of the Peter Tosh tour? Was that the reason why that came about? You've got to say something, please.
Yeah, no, it wasn't really.
It wasn't?
No.
Well, Peter Tosh said, don't let these guys into England. What happened?
We got together with a group called ABCD. Yeah. So anyway, they were interested in taking the band overseas to London, so we ended up working with them, and we spent about 3 months over there, I think.
Yeah.
But I think it had a lot to do with funding organisations back then when they used to fund musicians and stuff.
Remember those days?
So yeah, it was actually we played a lot of places in UK.
You played the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
Now, not many Australian bands can say that. You played the Royal Albert Hall, for God's sake. That's extraordinary. So just tell us about that. Tell us some of the people you played with at that show at the Royal Albert Hall. It was amazing.
Well, actually, the Dan was there. But actually, my favourite band was playing there. But they were down the couple of band rooms down. So I went down there to go and check them out.
Your favourite band was? Who was it?
Misty and Roots.
Okay.
And so I went to check them out. And just before I got there, there was a room there, so I went and opened the door and looked in. This was about 84, and it was empty, and there was 2 seats and 2 guys sitting there. And they turned around, and I waved back, and they waved back. And that was Billy Bragg and Nick Cave. And anyway, I went down to see Mr. and Roots, and could hear a big noise, about 50 people in the room, opened the door, big gust of smoke came out, and there was about 50 black fellas in there playing, getting warmed up to perform. Yeah, that was pretty amazing.
The Royal Albert Hall, give them a round of applause. That really goes to good. Now, there is a brilliant story about a guy at one of the shows in London who was in a band before you guys went on. But he was asking you about the didgeridoo, and you blew him off like a didgeridoo. Can you explain who that guy was?
Well, I was just talking to Luke about that. I was saying, did you remember this guy? He asked me what the instrument was, and I was trying to look for it. I said, the ditch. And I found it, and I was just about to perform. And I blew it out, and I had him check it out, put the water in, boom, boom. And then he asked me a couple of questions, and I sort of went, sorry, but I said, I gotta perform. But the organisers didn't tell us that this guitarist was gonna play in the band before us, you know. And I brushed him off, but I didn't know who he was.
And who was he?
Jimmy Page.
That is the best story. That's the best story, isn't it? That is just the best. We got a tribute here from David Briggs, the lead guitarist of the Little River Band, who's a good friend of you guys. David says, I'm pleased to see the band No Fixed Address recognised by the South Australian Music Hall of Fame for their contribution to the Australian music industry. I'm proud to have been involved as the producer of their recording From My Eyes, great song. And along with Ross Gardner, the co-owner of Rough Diamond Records with me, we saw their creative potential and the musical contribution that they could deliver. Congratulations, No Fixed Address, from David Briggs of the Little River Band, great musician and a great producer. Now, I am told, we've got to wrap it up now because we're running out of time, but I'm told that another of Veronica Rankin's sisters, Auntie Gail Rankin, is down the front. Now, where are you, Auntie? You're over there with Enrico. Now, you guys, you've got to go over there. I'll just mention, as I announce your names, you've got to go over to Auntie Gail and you get your medals, all right? So it will be official. First up, Bart Willoughby. Congratulations, Bart.
I'll stand up for that. Give a round of applause.
Ricky Harrison. Ricky, you're next. It's like the grand final, isn't it? Les Kelly Graham. Come on down, Les. What are you doing, Enrico? I hope you got the medals there.
Well, it was here, it's backstage. Anyway, not just the girls being inducted as a band, there's a plaque here which we're going to present.
Okay. You found it? Good. John Miller. John Miller, you're next. Good on you, Les. And posthumously, Veronica Rankin. Karen, you can accept the medal for the great Veronica Rankin. And I've got to say that out of all the time I've been doing this, I've never felt more love in the room than tonight. It's been incredible. Give yourselves a round of applause. It really is a wonderful thing. And Gail would like to say something as well, so give Gail a round of applause.
Big thank you to AMC and the Hall of Music. This recognition's been long overdue, we all know that. Yep. We all know it's hard for our people in the music industry to get equal recognition because obviously the politics in the people that own the companies can't, they can't handle the politics of the songs that is written by these guys and us lot. And it was confronting for them. And finally, the recognition is here for our people. We've got masses of musicians out there. At that time, it seemed really good for non-Indigenous people to sing about our rights. But when it came to black bands singing about black issues, we were denied the right to perform. So, No Fixed Address has set a status for other bands to follow.
Yeah. Thank you. Right, Dale, it has been a long time coming. No Fixed Address, you now have a fixed address. Welcome to the AMC South Australian Music Hall of Fame. Thank you guys, they'll be back shortly and they'll show you just how good they are. Thank you very much for coming.